sorry guys, I was having some technical issues. I think it's coming online now. Give me just a moment. Okay, there we go. All right. Well, sorry guys. I was having some technical issues. Got it sorted. That is user error on my part. I apologize. So I was like 2 minutes into talking until I realized that it's not actually broadcasting. So I'll start over. Well, Amanda is on her way here. Her mother had to go see the doctor today to get some tests done. She's doing quite well. Actually, we went and hung out with her last night. So she'll be here in 15-20 minutes and she'll join. But I'm going to go ahead and get started with you guys. So yes, what the thumbnail is true. The boat has been wrecked. What I plan to do for this broadcast is explain to you exactly what happened, how it happened, what the consequences of that are, what's going to happen to that boat, what's going to happen with Sailing Doodles going forward, and we have some pretty cool, we have a really cool announcement to make. I'll kind of do that towards the end. That gives you some more information on what we're going to be going on in the future. So yes, the boat has been wrecked. Now I will put a disclaimer out here. I'm going to be basically giving you only the facts about the wreck, because the insurance is not settled, and I'm not going to speculate, and I'm not going to give opinions on my thoughts on what happened. I'm going to give you the facts on what happened. You can infer from yourself what you think the results are, but I'm not going to do that because we're still waiting on settlement from insurance. I do have insurance, and the insurance is in my name. So there you go. So we hired a professional delivery captain. He had over 400,000 hours 400,000 miles, sea miles, and I believe he had done more than 160 yacht deliveries, and I can't tell you how many transatlantics he's done, but quite a few. So we had him, and I believe there's 2 other crew. And so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to basically go over the press report, the press release that Island Spirit has come up with. I'm going to give you the facts on what happened. So with that, we'll kind of get into it here. Got the press release there. Okay, so SB Maverick departed the Ocean Marina Jomtien on December 12th, and I can show you what that looks like here. So there we go. Oh, wrong one. Hang on, there we go. So Jomtien is here in Thailand. It is near Pattaya. It is this little marina right here. So it departed there on December 12th, and it had about 700 miles to go down here to Singapore, where it was going to be put on a cargo ship and shipped to the United States. Go back to the press release here. Let's see here. On December 14th, they were notified that they had some fuel issues, and they took the boat to Songkhla on December. Okay, stop it, dog. Stop chewing on it. Sorry. But they determined there was contaminants. Stop it. Sorry, the dog is chewing on the table. And there was contaminants in the fuel, and I will show you here on. Sorry, I'm kind of doing this on my own as we do here. So Songkhla is basically the southernmost point of Thailand. So they brought it right here, which was several hundred miles away. They came in here, took it to the shipyard. I'm not sure exactly where the shipyard is there, but brought it there. They spent a day there, and then they corrected the problem. And then, anyway, so on December 17th, they departed towards Singapore. On December 19th, the captain reported the portside hull was taking on water. However, the bilge pumps were handling the ingress of water. On inspection, initial conclusion is the portside shaft seal was leaking, but it's still yet to be confirmed. That's their best guess. They don't know 100%. The boat was at the time 55 miles north-northwest of Tiamen. So I can show you where that is on here. Cooter, stop. Sorry. the dogs are being very frustrating right now. And so Tiamen is this island right here. So basically it's 700 miles from Pattaya to Singapore. So they were pretty close the way there. They were 600 miles down. So they had about 100 miles to go. So they were somewhere out here in the middle. And that's when they reported the problem. So what they decided to do is, let's see here, given that it's unclear the actual location of the water leak, they determined to proceed to the mouth of the Indau River, which has the Prospect Dockyard capable of hauling vessels if it's necessary, so they were going to sail 55 miles. At 7:40 p.m., they doused the sails because they didn't want to arrive during the middle of the night, and they waited for daylight to approach the mouth of the river. The captain advised at 8 p.m., the captain advised that the drive system, so the electric motors, have shut themselves down due to communication errors. It is assumed that water ingress had disrupted the CAN bus communication. Gusts reported to 30 knots. So it was 20 to 30 knots of breeze, and they were in 2-meter seas. So you have a lot of water splashing around there. And so basically water got onto the CAN bus. I don't know what CAN means, but it got on the CAN bus, which basically shut the engines off. So then they prepare a team to meet they prepare a boat, like a towboat, to meet them at the mouth of the Indau River and take them to the shipyard. They get the coordinates, and they have an estimated arrival at 2 in the afternoon and 2 p.m. So at 7 in the morning, they were drifting all night, and they raised the sails and started sailing southwest towards Indau. And then at, let's see here, it doesn't have time, but the wind and waves are pushing the boat more south than it should have been. I'm not going to comment too much there. So they proceeded to sail northwest to the river mouth. The captain reports that they are, and so let me show you there. So then they were sailing to Indau here. This is Indau, and then there is a shipyard right here that's capable of hauling out. So they were sailing this direction, and then they were pushed more south than was intended. So then they had to sail northwest back up to the Indau River. I don't know if I'm saying that right. I apologize. And then, so then, let's see here. The captain reports they're anchored south of the port entrance buoy in 4 meters of water with 8 to 20 knots of easterly wind and 1 meter breaking seas. The boat is dragging anchors with 15 meters of canal. 15 meters of canal. Assistant boats arrives on scene and advises that the boat is in too shallow water and cannot approach to assist due to depth, wind, and waves. The captain calls and declares mayday. The captain reports that the boat is on the beach and the boat gets pushed by the waves until the stern is into the waves and settles on the sand. The boat is taking breaking seas over the transom at high tide. Both holes flood with water and sand. Salvage underway on December 21st. The boat is actually still on the beach right now. They're waiting for a very high tide on the 31st. I will give you more condition on the boat in a moment. In summary, the boat was washed ashore by 20-knot winds and waves on approach to the river entrance. The anchor dragged as the boat washed ashore. The boat takes breaking seas across the stern for 2 nights with 3-meter tides before being turned bow into the waves. The boat suffers no structural damage. There is no cracks in the gelcoat. The boat is completely solid. The hull is solid. The boat system is functioning until the boat started taking breaking waves over the stern. The electric dive system performed as expected. The duration of delivery until the CAN bus communication error shut the system down. The electric drive system shut down as a result of water intrusion for the safety of the vessel. Any modern common rail ECU controlled diesel would also be non-functioning in these this is the main thing. If you've ever been worried about lithium batteries on a boat, here's the main thing. The drive system and the house bank. So the three drive house banks, that's 210 kilowatt hours of lithium batteries, and the house bank with the 25 kilowatt hours lithium batteries were both fully submerged in seawater for 48 hours. They did not catch fire, and there were no reported problems because of that. So here is the kind of rough estimate of what happened. So the top line here, they were drifting overnight. They started the motor. This is not quite accurate at this point right here because they came in from a different angle. You can see here they went further south than intended. Like, I don't know why they didn't come straight into the river, but they didn't. And then they had to kind of sail northwest to get back here. And then you can see on the chart plotter that they were sailing northwest to get back there. And they anchored in 4 meters of water with 15 meters of chain out, and were dragging towards the beach until they got that. I mean, it looks a little bit deeper, a little bit more west of there, and that's closer to the river mouth. That's all I'll say about that. Yeah, so that is the official. I'm not really going to comment on my thoughts and speculate on anything. I wasn't there, so I don't know the circumstances. This is only really third-hand knowledge. So the captain told Island Spirit has told me, and this is what I know. So with that being said, I'll show you some. Here is some video of the boat. Is that it? Wait, hang on, there we go. This is, I believe, at low tide, so you can see the waves are breaking over the stern of the boat. This is before they were able to fix anything. Luckily, it was a completely sand beach, and you can see the boat is bouncing up and down on the sand there and getting pushed further up the beach. Both keels, like they are sacrificial keels, had broken off at that point, but they're designed to do that. And then let's see. How do I? Oh crap! Can I? So now they currently tied up. So they put airbags on there. I'll show you some photos in a minute. Let's see here. Yeah. So luckily they missed all the rocks. You can see there's still lots of chop and lots of swell coming in. And this is, I believe, at low tide, and the boat is fully out of the water at this point. But they'd already turned it stern too at that point. So, all right. So now I will show you some photos. So it's that was when it was stern too. They used a backhoe to dig everything out, and they drug it further up on the beach. So you can see there, it's the porthole is already fully submerged at that point. They're in the swell. And then here's some of the damage pictures. There, you know, the